Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Zelda Classics Quest of Being's first quest. Now, I am not entirely sure if I'm making this the finale or not. It'll depend on how long it takes for me to get through level 9, the first floor. So, if you don't have an extra key, you have to go this way first. This is the key you're supposed to use for level 8. So it really depends on how long it takes me to get through level 9 before I commit to saying for sure if we're gonna get through it in one part or not. But we'll see. Anyway, you want to start off by heading to the left, and you're gonna see a lot of Patras here. And we want to head up. And just tank all this junk out. And what we're going to do first is we're going to go for the items in this place first. And these are good rooms for refills. And here you have a Superman Handler. And I would use bombs if I wasn't so short on bombs. So, we have to come back to all these rooms anyway. And if these Patras decide that they're gonna swarm all at the same time, you're gonna end up burning potions. There's just no way around it. So hopefully for you, they won't swarm you all at the same time, because there's really nothing you can do about it at that point. Oh, fairy, good. Give me that fairy. Oh, another fairy. Get the refills, get the refills. Now, in order to get one of the keys, you do have to come here and get the Master Sword. That's what this is. And like I said, if they start all swarming you, there's really not a heck of a lot you can do about it. I mean, just kind of stay in one spot and be prepared to use your potions if you need to. But again, if they all swarm you, there's really not a heck of a lot you can do. And now we're down to 2 left, which is good. And we're gonna get another item to deal with all this stuff so we can tank better. And here is item number 1. And just so I don't have to kill these guys later, grab the key. So from here, you want to go down and ignore the mirror robes. And just use this room for refills if you need it. And you're going to see how quickly dark nuts go down now. Yeah, they go down in one shot, the blue dark nuts. So yeah, use this room for refills. And now we're gonna have to go get our boss key. And if you need more refills, you got plenty of refills here. Use Dim's fire. And look at all these fives. Can't hold any more money. So grab that key. You're gonna be grabbing a lot of keys. And right now the mirror robe is kind of not doing very much, so leave him alone. And just tank through all this stuff. You should, if you do it right, you need to find 12 keys in this place. And here you just have more manhandlers. And by the way, Dim's fire does nothing on them. And I don't want to waste the few bombs I have left since I'm not getting a ton of bomb refills. Getting everything else but that. Oh, another fairy. Keep the fairies coming, guys. Keep the fairies coming. And there's your boss key. And you'll notice that there's a boss door that we had to skip earlier, back at the beginning of the level. And just use this room for more refills if you need it. There's 3 items you're gonna want to get here. So we already got one of them. And you know you're gonna have dark nuts here. And here you have a bunch of manhandlers and all kinds of garbage here. Try not to get a clock in a room like this, because that could happen where you have to use your fire boomerang. But I think I can get the manhandler. And that item right there is your gold ring. So Now that we have the gold ring, we basically have, you know, all the big items. We still need one more. And you should clear out every single room, because you never know where you're going to find one of these guys. You need to find 12 keys. So just for your own safety, even if you don't think there's anything in there, just clear it out anyway. It doesn't take that long. And just continue on here. So we don't want to go down just yet. What about those guys in a minute? And now Patras kind of go down even faster. I mean, look at that. I already broke all the rings. The little guys go down in one shot now. And there's just a single 5 rupees in this room. But there's more to that. Just want to walk up. And you want to explore every nook and cranny. Because if you miss something, you're not going to have enough keys. And having the gold ring really does help, believe it or not. Helps with tanking power. Atras go down. I mean, look at the rings just falling apart. Try that with a red ring. Get rid of him. Get rid of that mess. And then use Dim's fire to clear out the rest of the room. You're gonna love Dim's fire when you're done. I mean, just look how easy it makes the room clear of bats and stuff. Kills likes everything. And there's your map. So yeah, large map. Look at this. Look how easy you can destroy Patras. And yeah, there's more to this. And having the mirror, well, first of all, you have to have the mirror shield to get here anyway. But even if you don't, as long as you, it's a good thing likes cannot eat your mirror shield. Oh, clock, good. So you're no longer, you don't have standard enemies in these places anymore. You know, it's not bats anymore. Now technically I only have 5 keys because I came in with an extra. So if I wanted to not get the silver arrow, I mean the gold arrow, I don't have to, but I'm going to anyway. And there's your compass. There are 3 floors to this level 9. The second and third floors are basically just straight paths, so you don't have to necessarily worry about it. And yeah, the Wizrobes continue to respawn, but that's not a problem. Use your fire boomerang to get through this mess. Not the last time you're gonna see that in a room of Wizrobes. Now, sometimes the fire boomerang has reflective properties, and don't believe it has that in this quest. So now we're finally back to the start. What seems like ages ago that we were here. And now we can work our way around the other side. And if you need to, just use this room for more refills. So here you have more Wizrobes, and yes, there's a key in here. You can see like the little red spot. Now we're gonna have to get to this room from another angle, but there's a key in that room also. So you'll notice that there's a boss door here. Just tank all this garbage out. And you'll notice that there's 4 boss doors here. And it's here for a reason. By the way, there's another key in here. If you do your proper exploration, you should not have any problems finding the keys. But if you don't explore, you may not. So you really want to explore every room to its entirety. And we'll come back to that in a sec. Clock. And yes, more fire robes and regular whiz robes. And here you have 2 ways to go. You want to go this way first. And here's more free refills for you. And this room, you got to be careful. Here you have 2 Death Knights, and they are free, so to speak. But if you stay on this half tile, you shouldn't have a problem. And I'm gonna leave that fairy there for now. And here's another Patra. This is a Patra 2, and you just want to get rid of it as fast as you can. Just stick your sword out. Now you could technically, once you get 12 keys, you could just go straight to the end. And there's another key here. And you can just see that this level takes time. And whatever you do, do not get hit by those swords. They do a lot of damage. Even with the gold ring. Oh, I got hit by... So, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but the fire boomerang stuns bubbles. So you can stun all the bubbles if you want. So you'll notice that we didn't go down yet. So now we're gonna do that. Into this mess of all kinds of weird... It's a really weird palette color in here. So just tank all this. We almost have our 12 keys. As soon as we do, we're good. That is the gold arrow and the final arrow upgrade. So we've now gotten all the extracurricular activities in this dungeon. And now we can make our way out of here. And just use this room for more refills if you need it. You know, you can, since they do so little damage to you, it's just so easy to get through. Don't clear this room just yet, because you're going to have to clear it again anyway. So you want to go this way first. And then you find this room here. And it's better if you're on the bottom tanking these guys, because they, you know, they'll come to you. And then I'll show you what that block is. So... you can try all your weapons, they're not going to work. You need the Master Sword to get it. And there's another key here. And that clock's going to go away, but I don't actually need it, believe it or not. We could almost head to the end if we want. We only need to find 2 more keys, but I'm going to show you guys where all the keys are anyway. So now that we have all the stuff from this side of the dungeon, we can clear this out and finally leave. Yeah, this fire boomerang does not have reflective properties. So now we just have a little bit more to go. And now if you want to clear out this room, you can. I don't believe you get anything for it. And I'm going to switch to Dim's Fire just because it's just easier to clear out the bats and see where the whiz robes are rather than trying to make my way through a billion bats. And they go down in just a couple of small shots at this point. Now there are quests where you have to have max hearts to get anywhere, so nothing pushable in this room, so just continue on. Now we already went down but just to show you, and here you have more dark nuts. I mean, one easy dark nut. I mean, these guys are such pushovers now. I think they do a quarter of a heart of damage now. Yeah, so that's just for money that you really shouldn't need at this point. So now we can make our way back. I remember we were here not that long ago. It may feel like a long time ago, but it really was not. You know, it's really kind of sad when you really don't need a fairy to get through a blue wizard room or a clock, because you kind of have your own clock with the fire boomerang, because you can stun them. So now you want to go this way first because there's another key here, and that's a one-way door, which is kind of unfortunate, but this room really should not be very much of an issue for you. I mean, you can already see I've cleared out the easy garbage. There's key number 11. And I don't believe you get anything for clearing this room out either. But again, it's easy. It doesn't take that long. So now we just have a couple more rooms to look in. To this room we go. And this is a level 4 Goma. And you can kind of see that the only way to hurt him is the gold arrow. So, and you should have plenty of money by now. And that's 12 keys. Well, it's 11 keys, I guess, but remember I had an extra one. And there's one more to get. And if you remember this room here, this should be your last key. Come on. Oh, don't make me waste all my... There we go. 13 keys. Again, because I missed one of the opening doors earlier, that's why that's why it is what it is. So now we can just make our way to the end. And is that the Death Knight? Yeah. So you do have a Death Knight in here, but again, he's kind of like oblivious to everything. So just clear out the junk first. You know, clear out all the whiz robes and dark nuts first before going after him, because he can't get to you. And maybe you'll get lucky and get a clock to deal with him, but you really don't need it. You know, once you get through. And here's another Patra. This guy is a pushover at this point. So don't need that fairy, but I'll pick it up anyway. Now this is the only room that you do not want to get a clock, or else you're gonna have to F6 back to the start, because there's a mirror robe here, and you can't kill him with anything but his own magic. So I guess the best thing to do is, because there's no mirrors in here, you can't kill him, you can't stun him. So yeah, you can't do very much. So first get rid of all the reinforcements, so to speak, and then take care of him. Another fairy. And here you just have a bunch of likes. And as long as you've made it this far, you pretty much are done. So now you go in and look at this. You are in the second floor of level 9. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the video here, and in the next part we're gonna finish off Quest of Being's first quest. So join me next time for the finale of Let's Play Quest of Being's first quest. I'm Nitro6003. I'll see you guys all next time.